AI is going to change the world. I can confidently tell you that AI is going to change the entire world. It's going to change everything. It's going to optimize our lives to a level of efficiency that we've never, ever seen before. What we did in the last 100 years in 2 years, I think we're going to do it even faster. Maybe a month or more ago, I made a short episode talking about AI and some of the thoughts, some of the opinions that I have around it. Well, now I come back to you guys, as you can see, wearing this straight out of AI, going to one of the first big top marketer events in the world in Las Vegas. I just got back 2 days ago, all about AI and artificial intelligence. And I can confidently tell you that AI is going to change the entire world. It's going to change every single business. It's going to change everything. And guess what? It's a lot more than ChatGPT. All you hear about is ChatGPT and all of the hype. I learned about over 400 different tools that are integrating AI. And I can tell you confidently, I have over 30 pages of notes right here. Over 30 pages of notes all about AI and integrating it into my business. I can tell you that it will revolutionize writing, reporting, copywriting, design, audio, video, social, forecasting, analytics, tasks, and automation. So the reason I'm making this episode right now is to speak to every single person listening to this, but especially the small business owner. You need to learn how to begin to integrate AI, robots, and automations and no-code software into your business. At the summit, my mind was completely blown when I began to see the possibilities and the limitlessness to what we're going to be able to do inside of business leveraging tech. And the way I began to see it is a lot of people don't understand AI. You hear AI, artificial intelligence, and your mind immediately goes to movies like Terminator or iRobot or like robots taking over the world. And maybe that is a risk. Maybe that is something we definitely should be concerned about. But at the same time, it's just tech. It's just tech. And it's crazy because this cell phone changed my life. It changed the entire world, the capabilities when Google came out, when the dot-com era came out, all of those things, all of a sudden the access to information, the social connectedness that humans got from all of that, everything changed, right? I mean, you used to have to mail a letter or ride a horse and buggy or walk somewhere, all these innovations happened in the world. And I think back to like when Henry Ford created the automobile. Can you imagine being alive in the time when the fastest form of transportation was horses? And you heard about this mechanism that some guy created that was an engine that drove, that had four wheels. You probably, like, human beings don't like change. It was probably uncomfortable. A lot of people probably talked bad about it and thought it was silly and thought it was dumb and thought it wouldn't stick. But then every single person now drives a car, right? I see the same thing happening with artificial intelligence. And I think it's going to optimize our lives to a level of efficiency that we've never, ever seen before. It's going to change everything. I told you guys I had heard that we'll be able to do what we did in the last 100 years in 2 years. I think we're going to do it even faster. I think that's what's going to happen is all of the problem solvers in the world, all of the businesses in the world, all the entrepreneurs in the world are going to figure out how to get their hands on all of this software that's coming out, leveraging artificial intelligence, robotics, and no code, and they're going to figure out how to implement that into their business. We're literally going to go from digging. Right now, in a lot of businesses, we're trying to dig a swimming hole, metaphorically speaking, with our bare hands. And we're like trying to get the dirt out of the swimming hole and some of it's falling back in and we're fighting to dig it. We're going from that to a backhoe that will come in and scoop out massive amounts of dirt, move it over, dump it over here, and it'll drive itself. I want to talk about a couple of things I just thought were really cool. And let me find my notes in here where I wrote this down because there were some things that we were taught that we learned about. And they talked about how generative AI plus robotic programming and no-code software is going to create tech-enabled outsourcing. So I think the biggest game changer to businesses is actually going to be the things that we're paying people to do in our businesses that we're outsourcing things to, those jobs are going to be changed because you're going to be able to program AI that can problem solve and do a lot of that, inputted with robotics and bots that you can program to do a task that can work 24 hours a day, that will not need to sleep at all, that don't get emotional, don't have like all the things that make humans, need to have a break, and they're just going to do the task over and over. And then you're going to leverage AI, which is going to be a level of intelligence, because you still need intelligence in a lot of these positions, combined with no-code software. And no-code software really blew my mind away. In the past, to build an app or a Chrome extension or to design some kind of program that moved, this person from point A to point B and did all of these things to do that, in the past, you had to be a developer and a programmer. Today, with no-code software, you can literally tell no-code what you want it to create, and it will write the code for you. Then you can take that code and you can go input it into an AI to improve the code even more. It's insane. The possibilities are endless, guys. So let's talk a little bit about ChatGPT because it's popular. The key with ChatGPT and all it is it's an artificial intelligence that you're putting prompts into from a chat interface. So the revolution with this was they created a chat box that you could create prompts that you could ask the artificial intelligence software on what, you could ask it questions and it could answer back and it could use intelligence and reply. You can tell it to create a 13, chapter outline for a book about, creating wealth on social media in 2023, and it would outline that for you. But what a lot of people aren't doing well is they're not learning how to use good prompts. You have to be ultra specific with the AI. You got to use step by step. You got to provide context. You can use multi-choice. You got to request formats from it. And you got to critical thinking. You got to challenge it. You got to use temperature in the way that you want it to write what it's writing. Tell it the personality to have. And this one really got me. You got to argue with it. You got to treat it like it's a person and actually argue with it and say that answer is not good enough. I need an answer that does X, Y, and Z, and watch the way that ChatGPT will become more and more efficient the more that you use it. So there's single shot prompting, just singly sending one prompt. There's multi-shot prompting where you have multiple prompts. And you can, a prompt could be like, explain the process of cellular respiration. And you could ask it to explain. Or you could say, give me the 5 steps to learn cellular respiration, get an education in it, and land a job. And you can have multiple different prompts in there. So I thought that was really cool. Some of this stuff, I'll tell you a couple that I really liked. For good prompts for ChatGPT, check out promptbase.com. You're going to get a lot of resources in there. They're a couple dollars. Prompts people have already spent days or weeks creating to get the outputs that they wanted to get. That's going to save you guys a lot of time. And then if you haven't checked out Midjourney yet, check out Midjourney. It's amazing. It interfaces with Discord. It's a little weird, but it literally can create any images that you guys want to create. I thought that was really cool. I'm only going to share a couple with you guys. I'm not going to go through all 30 pages of my notes, but I thought that was really cool. Let me see what else here. Voice AI 11 Labs is amazing. You can upload your voice and it can recreate your voice into a software. There was, I said Midjourney for image AI. There's also Stable Diffusion. I thought those were pretty cool. For video, DID was pretty amazing. I made an artificial video of Cody and it was pretty awesome. And I gave it the script and I can even upload my voice and recreate myself on video. I thought that was pretty powerful. Check out futurepedia.io for an encyclopedia of AI. And yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. There's so much in here that you can do. I'm going to put the iPad away. If you guys want to talk more about AI, learn about the resources that we're using in my company, that we're learning about staying ahead of the curve, you can reach out to me through social media and we can have a conversation. But I think my hope with this episode was to help people understand a lot of success comes from timing and being an early adopter. I just think there's so many opportunities right now. I think when the internet came out, it gave everyone the freedom to be able to create wealth through the internet. And social media really threw gasoline on that fire. And I think with artificial intelligence, it's giving everyone the ability to solve problems they never would have been able to solve on their own. And leveraging that, if you're an early adopter, what problem in an industry that no one else is thinking about can you go find and create a solution to? Bring it to market and then sell it. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to change the entire marketing world. I'm going to create something that's never been created before. I'm going to leverage artificial intelligence, robots, and automations and no-code software to do it because I know a need in my industry that's never been met. I'm going to early adopt. I'm going to bring it to market first, and I'm going to continue to improve it. And that's my strategy that I just shared with you guys through this podcast. And I also have a laundry list of other problems I can go tackle once that's done with excellence. So if you guys have problems that you want to solve in the marketplace that you see in your industry. I remember one lady, I'll give you an example. I thought this was just brilliant. She's interfacing artificial intelligence and scattering and pulling data off the internet of recipes. And then she's using like the Amazon, Alexa, the Google Home, and literally making it where you can voice interface and tell it what you have in your fridge. And it can go give you recipes based on the ingredients you have in your fridge through voice, through the Alexa or the Google Home, and it can give you the recipes. It's all artificial intelligence, and it tells you exactly how to make it, exactly how to cook it, which ingredients you need. She saw a problem. She's using technology that she has. She's not a programmer, and she's just using the resources that she has to solve a problem that she saw in the marketplace. What problem can you solve? So I want to make this episode. I'm really excited. I'm wearing my straight out of AI gear right now that I got at this conference. And I know this will be released, probably a month or so later. So it gives us good time to implement some of these things and then share them with you guys. If you guys have some really cool ideas and some problems you want to solve and you want some help integrating AI into your business, I want to invite you guys to reach out to me. I'm kind of opening up the possibility of helping some business owners integrate AI into their business. I probably only could take on a couple, 2, 3 of you guys and help you fully integrate this, systems, automations, processes. If you have a big problem and a need in a market, you want to help use artificial intelligence to solve the problem, cut the learning curve of looking at all these websites, trying to figure out how do I use this, we're already doing it. You guys can reach out to me at Cody@contentdaily.io, or you can message me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, any of those platforms at I am Cody Cottle. And we also have the website, CodyCottle.com. But we'd love to connect with some people that think they have some big ideas to solve some problems, or some business owners, and be able to help you guys integrate AI and be an early adopter and just get ahead of the curve in your industry. I really encourage you guys, take this serious. This isn't a fad, and what I saw these last few days blew my mind away to the possibilities and the level of inventions and things that will be created in the next year or two is going to be mind-boggling. Every single day something new is going to come out that's going to change humanity for the better. And the question is, are you going to be one of the people that create it? So go make today great.